모든 열병을 알아 도망쳐봐도 곧바로 헛걸음 사막의 나락에 떨어져 또 착각에 넘어져 현실과 멀어져 난 시리버린 년이고 바다가 버린 섬이고 난 무존재 기억들이 춤을 추는 가면 무도회 아무도 내 맘을 몰라 빛을 손이 되어 뛰는 심장을 졸라 like 소라 씌어지는 비명소리와 달빛의 고리가 날 감돌아 묶어 붙여 내 등을 차가운 벽에 이 밤이 아삭한 운명의 슬레이 비가 쏟아지는 밤 눈을 감아도 네가 보이는데 잠 못 드는 밤 비가 쏟아지는 밤 귀를 막아도 네가 들리는데
이 밤 내게만 너무 긴 밤 하룻밤 지나도 검어진 밤 널 떠나 매일 안 떨어진다 날 옥죄는 악몽에 넓어진 방 뚝 퍼져나가 내 몸속아 땅 안에 묻히는 꿈에 대체 몇 번째 방 안에 흩날리는 검은 것들은 잡아도 이 망상은 두 손도 많아도 붙잡아줘 눈 감아도 흔들리는 촛불 같은 나의 숨 막아줘 안아도 받지 못해 망가지는 나라도 고통 안에 춤을 추며 남아줘
시간이 바람에 흩어지고 틱탁 새벽이 방에 스며 퍼지고 틱탁 바람에 흩어지고 틱탁 새벽이 방에 스며 퍼지고
나스막히 들리는 그 사운드 again 헛도는 아침만을 표현해 내 머릿속에 귀를 막아도 들리는 페인트 보는 듯이 흘리는 그 눈물을 왜 매일매일 화창해도 내 눈에 rainy day same 또 다른 day 맺히면 샘이 돼 분노 질투 그 타락의 끝에 내 두 발을 디뎌 떨어지고 봐 안 돼 구원해 주어 내 안에 또 다른 악마가 숨쉬어대 살려나려 해 이미 내 눈이 내 뇌를 보려 해 등에 날개가 솟아 난 아주 행복해
쏟아지는 밤 눈을 감아도 네가 보이는데 잠 못 드는 밤 비가 쏟아지는 밤 귀를 막아도 네가 들리는데
Drop the sticks, bring in the lips.
Yeah.
Listen, girl.
네 눈 속에만 사는 그 왕자들 서린처럼 차가운 그 남자들 가짜들 다 꼬리 못써 구름 낀 밤 하늘 별 볼 일 없어 웃어주니까 인상 구겨지는 개그 풀어두니까 목줄 끊어지는 매너 그런 놈들과 무슨 미래 보이겠니 남자 보는 눈이 큰신데
외모는
보이겠니
원칠 해도 봐야 돼 성질 착한 거와 다른 거야 성실함의 척도가 내겐 값비싼 선물 널 휘감는 사치란 넝쿨 재치 넘치는 말
blah blah
행동은 굳어있는 발 명품이라도 너와 다른 치수 고집하다 남는 건 눈물과
왜
티슈
몰라 그 남자 옆에 있기엔 그의 여자로 살기엔 그런 사랑을 하기엔 Girl 네가 아까워 도대체 네가 뭐가 아쉬워 그런 놈을 만나는지 내 여잔 아니어도 돼 난 그저 네가 너무 아까워
lay back
그의 마음은 사랑이 떠나버린 폐요 날카로운 몸만 가득해 너의 배어 상처 내게 분명해
왜 태워
손 내밀어봤자 연기 눈만 매워 시원하게 넘어져 비틀대지 말고 뭘 원하는데 그 놈은 속에 텅 빈 창고 캄캄한 어둠 속 두려움만 더 커지기 전에 나와야지 왜 멍하니 섰어
어서 거울이 나 좀 봐 왜 다른 사람들이 보는 널 네가 못 봐 너 급이 달라
급이 달라
그놈은 짧아 너의 맘을 훔쳐봤자 소매치기지만 난 로빈 훗 길게 끌어봤자 단편 나 홀리우드 So baby come to me 내 여자이면 돼 나도 아니면 뭐 걔만 아니면 돼
왜 몰라 그 남자 옆에 있기엔 그의 여자로 살기엔 그런 사랑을 하기엔 Girl
Baby 넌 아직 젊기에
괜찮은 남자는 많기에
그놈은 안돼
아무도 안돼
Baby 넌 아직 저기에
괜찮은 남자는 많기에
도대체 네가 뭐가 아쉬워 그런 놈을 만나는지 내 여잔 아니어도 돼 난 그저 네가 너무 아까워
Baby 넌 아직 저기에
괜찮은 남자는 많기에
Baby 넌 아직 저기에
괜찮은 남자는 많기에
뭐? 야 그냥 아깝다고.
Epic high from I remember to fly 그렇게 돈을 벌고 싶었을까 뭐 음악은 나쁘지 않은데 방송과 합벌 때문에 뜬 거 아닌가 Okay 그래 Okay Whatever you say
에픽하 열정이다 죽어버린 힙합의 결점이다 혁명이다 사회 걱정이다 모두 성공을 위해 만든 설정이다
Okay 그래 Okay Whatever you say 시작해 제발 힙합답게 음악해 혼자 날지 말고 추락해 바쁜 척하지 마내 앨범에 피처링 부탁해 Okay 그래 Okay Whatever you say
DJ 투컷 방송에 두컷 손 나오기 싫어서 요즘에는 춤춰 노래까지 불러 지랄이야 웃겨 싸이가니 패션쇼냐 비트라도 만들어
Okay 그래 Okay 새끼 Whatever you say 사회주의자래 근데 그 새끼 원래 부자래 공부 잘해 여기저기 투자해 싸가지 없지 딱 봐도 뻔해 개새끼 그래 Okay Whatever you say
미스라지 나의 83이라지 미꾸라지같이 살상이라지 착 달라붙어 있어 기생충처럼 벌거벗고 춤이라 저 기생들처럼
Okay 그래 Okay Whatever you say
난 이렇고 난 저렇고 이따 치고 What you don't know 난 네가 욕하는 게 좋아 그래 계속해 난 네가 누군지도 몰라 난 이렇고 난 저렇고 이따 치고 What you don't know 난 네가 욕하는 게 좋아 그래 계속해
One more time and dunk it again. Yeah. Like what I'm seeing. All right, guys, over here. We can't afford to take it easy on this road trip. Facing players like Aldridge means we need to be at our best. Let's work on our pick and roll execution, okay? Let's go.
We ain't fucked up now. We ain't fucked up. We ain't fucked up. We done fucked up, but we ain't fucked up now. 내 눈을 봐. 저 하늘에 저 뜬 구름과 하얀 양심은 모두 내려놔. 난 오늘도 부스에 들어와 랩한다. 의욕이 없어 삶의 의욕. 그러나 smoke it from the New York. 인터넷 떠도는 사건은 욕기거리엔 옌 본인 절대 굴욕. 비아더보지와 언제나 코카콜라. 나는 와 지비리 하비리 지비리 디비리 허. 너는 기대가 커 실망이 커. 닭고기는 힘만이 커. 내 키는 더 이상 아니 커. 그래서 비즈비리서 위아다보지마 가만 삭제로다가 다 묻어버려 갇힌
Alright, let's take our competition to the next level.
손가락 맞아
Alright?
멋대로
Here we go.
불러서 배불러서 불러 아이샷 더 킬러 묶어도 묶어 단단한 밧줄로서 동염에 물론 이해해서 no 다 그런 거지 뭐 다 그런 거 다 그런 거지 뭐 다 그런 거 말릴 때 말리는 줄도 모를지도 봐라 Gotta stay focused and 애들은 가라 봐라 봐라 We ain't fucked up, we ain't fucked up We look fucked up but we ain't fucked up now We ain't fucked up, we ain't fucked up We look fucked up but we ain't fucked up now
너 아까 나한테 왜 그랬어?
또 왜 그러는데? 내가 도대체 어디까지 맞춰야 돼?
너 맨날 그런 식이야. 됐어. 나 갈게.
너는 뛰쳐나가 차문을 부술 듯이 닫으면서 난 머리를 쳐박고 한숨 쉬어 핸들을 안으면서 이런 광경이 너무 익숙해 이젠 웬만한 싸움에는 상처도 잘 안 나 이젠 명품 쇼핑할 때처럼 너무 깐깐해 네 기준은 한번 화내면 뒤끝 장난 아냐 적어도 이주는 가니까 난 성격이 너무 물렀어 넌 항상 말해 남자니까 뒤로 좀 물렀어 부담돼 네가 내게 결혼을 보채는 것도 난 달인처럼 대화 화제를 돌리는 법도 많이 늘었어 넌 항상 출격하고 나는 도망쳐 솔직히 말할게 난 아직 준비 안 됐어 지쳤어 조금 널 향한 사랑은 조금이 벗겨진 반지처럼 빛이 발했어 오늘은 이별을 말해야 될 것 같아 지겹거든 너랑 다툴 때마다 항상 하는 말
내가 죽일 놈이지 뭐 우리가 어긋날 때면 전번에 다시지 뭐 마치 죄인인 것처럼 난 한 걸음 물러서서 아무 말도 안 해 완벽한 너한테 난 항상 부족한 사람인 걸
처음에 쉬웠어 너와 함께라는 게 난 너를 위해 내 자신을 숨기고 또 지웠어 사랑에 취해 내게 기대고 너랑 퍼즐에 난 억지로 맞춰 끼웠어 하지만 이제 난 지쳤어 네가 만든 내게 난 숨이 막혀 오는데 넌 점점 더 내게 바라는 게 많아졌어 마찰이 잦아졌어 네가 사준 구두굽처럼 사랑이 닳아졌어 네 잔소리는 넥타이처럼 내 목을 조여서 날 얌전하게 만들었지 그래서 그게 좋아 보였어 그때 내 속은 한참 뒤틀리고 꼬였어 지금 난 널 만나기 전에 내가 너무 고파 이미 우리 사이 권태란 벽은 너무 높아 내가 더 잘할게 하며 바랐겠던 나지만 오늘은 말할래 이것이 너와 나의 마지막
내가 죽일 놈이지 뭐 우리가 어긋날 때면 전번에 다시지 뭐 마치 죄인인 것처럼 난 한 걸음 물러서서 아무 말도 안해 완벽한 너한테 난 항상 부족한 사람인 걸
내가 잘할게란 말 이제 두 번 다시 안 할게
이 말 안 할래
너를 사랑해란 말 이제 두 번 다시 안 할게
내가 잘할게
내게 잘해달란 말 이제 두 번 다시 안 할게
이 말 안 할래
그동안 참아왔던 이별을 오늘은 내게 말할래
내가 죽일 놈이지 뭐 우리가 어긋날 때면 전번에 다시지 뭐 마치 죄인인 것처럼 난 한 걸음 물러서서 아무 말도 안해 완벽한 너한테 난 항상 부족한 사람인 걸 I don't wanna say no more I don't wanna say no more
We don't have to say no more
I don't wanna say no more
mortality 진짜 바닥에서 위 I made it out the gutter 여전히 더 올라가고 위에 main out the gutter 뻔한 swag은 가끔 철없게 좀 벨지라도 어란 일을 해낸 것 참 부정 못해 얘기 다들 거라 하는 도전 야망이 도저 I got my mojo back 분위긴 고조 내 그분이 오죠 전성기는 왔다 가지도 않고 떠오고 좀 떨어질까 싶을 때 I bounce back like pogo 날 보고 질투한 적 없다면 난 마네킹 알아서 잘 되니 내겐 필요 없는 마케팅 타겟팅은 난내 자신 절대 남의 귀나 남의 시간한 내키는 음악 따윈 안 했지 아랫집이 올라올 때까지 더내 자신이나 몰라볼 때까지 더 꿈의 한계보다 높게까지 더 Sky ain't the limit 난 내려다보내 하지도 않은 일은 쓸데없이 말하지도 않아 여기 래퍼들 래퍼라며 랩 잘하지도 않아 키만 삐쳐 거장신은 잘하지도 않아 하다 말지 뭐든 얼마 못 가 사라지고 말아 성공 바라지도 마라 서러운 척도 음악한답시고 길을 걸어온 척도 할 말 없는 래퍼들이 찾지 가사 주제 남 얘기 입을 감성파리들이 주대 그런 짓들보단 솔직히 내 가사들이 낫지 내 성공 내 돈 모두 내 가사들이 낫지 근데 여기서 내 가사들이 낫지 랩이 책이라면은 내 가사들은 잡지 You heard? Young king, young millionaire Ride with me, young boss, young illionaire 내가 지나가면 저 여자들 얼어 오빠 너무 멋있대다 하는 말은 쩔어 난 연예인도 아닌데 연예인보다 유명한 랩스타 모른다면 친구한테 물어봐 그 다음에 내가 냈던 노래 들어봐 illionaire baby 모두 그렇게 물들어가 21에는 1억 22엔 거이어 그래 23엔 억지고 5세는 10억 이젠 6신이 더 Oh yeah I got bigger man 이러다 억대짜리 광고까지 찍겠네 나는 절대 망할 일이 없네 사기 따윈 당할 일이 없네 니들 도움 받을 일이 없게 일리네 웨이 참 탄탄한 길을 걷대 안전한 길을 피해 달리는 비포장도로 내 차식에 나는 돌려줄 리 없지도록 어렸을 때부터 어른이들 많이 겪어 별로 뭐든 놀랍지도 않아 니들 부정들 정도로 내 정신은 늘도록 술이 나대 말 쩔어 의지하며 사는 나약한 인간들과는 멀어 Rockin' my clan 나는 겨울에 안 떨어 똑바로 걷긴 지루해 난 가끔 다리 절어 네가 벌 돈까지 벌어 다시 번 돈을 다 걸어 돈 벌이는 항상 여러 뭐 달린 in this water 더 떨어진 인간들 세상 탓할 때난 더러 꼴도 보기 싫어 명상 중 난 절대 눈 안 열어 My eyes so cold 나를 보면 모두 얼어 work hard 어서 하라 대만 멀어 정신들이 얼어빠진 놈들 머린 버럭댔대 천만원짜리 침대에 높이 곤을 들어 난 뒤에 아무리 바빠도 랩을 또 짓걸어 내 태도는 여전해 아무리 유명해져도 여기 놈들 조금 뜨면 연예인병들이 쩔어 뭘 하는지도 모른 채 힙합은 갖다 버려 힙합을 부끄러워하는 힙합으로 분류되는 래퍼들 유리 같은 힙합인 척하고 분리 같은 얌전한 척 언제 그랬냐는 듯 난 저런 무식한 문화와 거리가 멀다고 예술가인 척을 하네 이런 병만 덕한 놈들 본인 꿈에 지가 혀를 차네 나같이 배운 거 없는 놈도 그 정도의 인간의 도리면 지키며 살아도 물기 쉬워 보이는 가요에 믿기는 다뤄 누가 시키는 가려운 찝찝한이들로 네가 급전 땡길 때 내가 몇십억을 버니 삐지는 가녀린 fucking bitches You sucking on my dick 앞에서 난 말 못하면서 랩에서 나를 shit줘 시계 찾아란 게 걷잖네 요즘 랩이 어떠네 돌려 말하지만 누가 봐도 내 얘기 지는 못하면서 있어도 안 할 것처럼 철에 든 척 나를 어리석은 놈 취급해대지 다시 말해 난 술 담배 안 해 쌍스러운 욕도 입으로 안 뱉어 난 싸우지도 않아 화도 거의 같네 열심히 일하며 살뿐 낭비 같네 내가 번 돈으로 가족들 이사를 갔네 파산했던 우리 집에 쌓인 빚을 갚네 우리 엄마 내게 억다위 연봉을 받네 우리 아픈 팔에 나와 같은 시계를 찾네 우리 이모네 롤스로이스 되게 탔네 우리 형은 전 세계를 돌아 나와 함께 마약 조사와도 검찰들은 날 못 잡네 생긴 거와는 다르게 바르게 살아왔네 돈을 떠난 난 아주 행복한 삶을 살게 내 걱정을 하다니 아주 참 같잖네 God damn I'm good don't worry about me I said I'm good I feel sorry about that in a while yeah I'm chillin' Straight Elliot Where you bitchin'? I don't care about your feelings But I'm feeling nice, great, excellent and I'm blessed I'm feeling dope, perfect, brilliant and the best 100, thank you
I-pop-Y-D-G no more W-I-D-Y Yeah that's Y-D-G W-I-D-Y I ain't belong YG just W-I-D-Y This is YDG Got a P S U S Jesus and Company 설레비념 하늘의 영광 일어나들 점프니 감히들 럼프니 G He just almighty He just almighty He just what 네 머리 돌려봐 네 허리 흔들어 엉덩이 Shake 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 that thing Take it easy Yeah that's my style 이지 용서화하마니 전국행 마일리지 12부터도 점점 장게 다일리지 그걸 갖다는 젯젯 칠사게 다일리지 일러면 주자 일로 일러면 일본이야 Skip flying 니킥 본이야 니게 바나나 킥 1집을 점어집에 집엔 3집 실제로 다가는 내장 남집 나올 때만 나오는 나의 앨범 This is my third album 내가 뜨면 양동근 뭐 내리난 것처럼 양동근 손가락질해 양동근이다 양동근 알파벳과 DJ no more W-I-T-Y Yeah that's Y-D-G W-I-T-Y I ain't belong YG Just W-I-T-Y This is Y-D-G 따라 와라 Shut it 끄덕여 머리 돌려 허리 흔들어 엉덩이 Shake 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 하 교정이 땡땡 오늘 속도 땡땡 쇼리 바지 땡땡 Let me show ya 땡땡 다 같이 알파벳과 DG no more W-I-T-Y Yeah that's Y-D-G W-I-T-Y I ain't below YG Just W-I-T-Y This is Y-D-G Come on 짜증을 내 어서 못해 한숨을 쉬 어서 못해 이리도 한 세상 저리도 한 세상 Take it easy 좋은 게 좋은 거지 다 그런 거지 This is YDG O-double-T I-E 다시 말해 새로우니 그러면 YD 같아 YD 같아 YD got it 혀를 굴려 YD got it G He just almighty G He just almighty G He just what 알파벳과 DG no more W-I-T-Y Yeah that's YDG W-I-T-Y I ain't belong YG Just W-I-T-Y This is YDG 다 같이 알파벳과 DG no more W-I-T-Y Yeah that's YDG W-I-T-Y I ain't below YG Just W-I-T-Y This is YDG Come on Yeah Come on
비트 있어야 될 것 같아요.
이번 순서는 오늘이 처녀 출전 퍼스트 스테이지 MC 투어 뭐야 네가 도끼야? 이거 게임이잖아. 아니 우리 경력자 조언 한번 안 해줄 수 없잖아. 경력자들의 조언 한번
들어봐 도끼
조언 한번 했죠.
처음에 선배들은 우리를 굴리곤 했지 거지 같은 우리 차림 마치 올리버 트윗 우리는 성공의 노다지를 찾아 보따리를 쌓 기나긴 여행길을 떠나 마치 컬리버 트립 급기야 탄생한 CBMS Rookie of the Year 최고의 기대 UMC over here 사탕 발린 칭찬들에 취해 우리만 나가는 KTX 사람들은 소금들 쟤들 너무 over here 낙태는 낙태보다 더 깊은 상처를 주더라 가사를 개발 세발 쓰니 대중은 실망하더라 이 세계 네 생각보다 잔인해 널 생각해주는 척하는 뱀의 허널림을 조심해봐 give it up 제발 도끼 가져가 워키토키 힘들 때는 속히 콜미 형들이 참 걱정되니 You're lucky man 기회를 가졌으니 죽기 살기 끝까지 열정으로 투쟁에 투연해
각오하는 길라조차 여기까지 왔다 어린 나이에 나 몸볼 볼다 봤다 갈트는 가넌 어디든지 가네 적들에게 말해 shut your mouth and shit 각오하는 길라조차 여기까지 왔다 어린 나이에 나 몸볼 볼다 봤다 갈트는 가넌 어디든지 가네 적들에게 말해 shut your mouth
이 바닥은 좀 위험해 유혹이 정치보다 많았고 기억해 누구도 믿지 마라
달콤한 얘기로 널 녹이는 뱀 같은 사람만의 무식에 자신의 실력에만 의지해 인기라는 것은 잡을 수 없는 무지개 끝없는 시도 연습 속에 뱀 생명은 유지돼 넌 아직 무지해 이 바닥에 대해 우습게 보고 덤비다가는 너는 반드시 실패해 패배했을 때는 준비해 payback 승패는 반복돼 랩 게임에 아 그래도 너무 힘에 붙일 땐 same it 시간이 나에게 가르쳐줘 그동안 겪은 경험들로 내게 도움이 될 테니 꽉 잡아 MIC 리듬 타고 볼볼 날 알아 새같이 쓸데없는 싸움들은 피하는 게 슬기 끝으로 이 바닥은 좁으니까 뒷담화는
안된다고 하는 길라조차 여기까지 왔다 어린 나이에 나 목볼 볼다 봤다 갈트려 가넌 어디든지 가네 적들에게 말해줘 좀 attention 안된다고 하는 길라조차 여기까지 왔다 어린 나이에 나 목볼 볼다 봤다 갈트려 가넌 어디든지 가네 적들에게 말해줘 좀 attention
Yo, 어려운 게 어딨어 man 오늘도 바쁠 텐데 이렇게 시간을 내 아직은 모든 것에 서툰 나를 걱정해 주는 건 아웃핏이라 아주 고맙게 느끼지만 어쩔 수가 없는 내내 고집 때문에 난 깊숙이 박혀버린 도끼처럼 이미 박혀져버린 나의 맘이 나의 스타일이 너무 허해 안 어울린단 말 내게 좀 그만해요 please stop 나만 남자 언제나 젠틀하게 최고라도 아니라 멘트 사람들 앞에서 날리는 건 hell no I can't do that ain't cool 난 할래 난 갈래 형들만처럼 절대 안 된다고 하는 길 끝까지 갈래 That's me 그게 나 Yeah I know my stilo 도끼 aka G-O-N-G-O I'm the best 내가 최고 형들이 아무리 그래도 내 맘은 변함없으니 그만해 또 돼요
안된다고 하는 길라조차 여기까지 왔다 어린 나이에 나 목볼 볼다 봤다 갈트려 가넌 어디든지 가네 적들에게 말해줘 좀 attention 안된다고 하는 길라조차 여기까지 왔다 어린 나이에 나 목볼 볼다 봤다 갈트려 가넌 어디든지 가네 적들에게 말해줘 좀 attention
도끼 이 바닥은 이리듬 같지가 않아 과수원이 아니야 단열면만 있는 게 아니란 말이야 나를 가로 바짝 가로 찍어 먼저 찍어버려 확 찍어버리란 말이야 나는 이리듬 같은데 나한텐 과수원이었어 얼마에 벌었어 1년 만에 돈 랄.
어서 곁에 널 보게 될지 몰라 눈치 좀 보다가 내 이야기 아닌 척하며 슬쩍 떠볼까 나 몰라 하면서 두 번의 계절이 너와 나의 곁을 지나갔구나 지금 이 순간도 난 네가 보고 싶구만 확실하게 이야기했어 이제 그만 좀 급해 보일까 해서 바쁠게 불 뻗을 뻔해서
그러니까 내 말은
이건 충분하지 않아 baby
You know 난 남자일 때가 더 괜찮아
All you motherfuckers eat a dick, I'm so sick. 너는 그저 그런 shit, just go. 집쟁이 flow, defeat any foe. How you gonna fight me when you're bitching and poor? 내 가운데 손가락 들어 나답지 않게 멍청하게 좀 가다듬어 랩을 하면 애새끼들이 손바닥 그저 디스해도 단어들을 못 알아들어 할 말 잃었다면 사전 뒤져라 앞마당에 돈을 묻어둔 것 마냥 나가 뒤져라 Keep alive, you that I will never 너 말뿐이야 like rap acapella In fact I'ma tell you for the last time When I break y'all it's baseball, it's my pastime 기어오르지마 여기 너무 높아 난 네 삼촌이거든 조카
쫄싹대면서 거린 철뚝이며 걸어 피부는 새노란데 정신 상태만 넌 검어 가사의 반이 검어 근데 형들 보면 얼었어 덜어내는 어려 아직 관중 앞에 떨어 그래 내가 노는 무릎 메이저 너 마이너도 아니야 마이너스 병으로 신종 플루와 감기 바이러스 너와 내 격차는 커 숨어보며 잘 들어 정내가 답답하면 압축할 앨범을 만들어 벌새 마냥 빠르게 움직이는 손가락 하지만 외국 나가보니 저주더라 손바닥 너만 무시해 가락 이젠 진짜와 만나 정권형이 몬스터같이 더 커져만 간다 가지마 닦아봤자 그냥 봐 하나같이 다 큰 남자 건드려봤자 너만 아파 솔직히 이젠 대꾸하는 것도 귀찮아 그럼 난 빌고 울 거잖아
back into it. Whack, we just going back. Chillin' with a thug, get thug, shoot thug, 궁합이 찰떡. 청내서 마시던 숭늉, 대신 돈 베리뇽. 춘향이들은 청담동의 롬사롱. 나는 이 몽룡, 마패는 우비동. 죽으라면 껌뻑이라도 하시뇽. 나는 양동, 구리 뱅뱅, 투르부, 기리 뱅, 귀두, 베기두. 귀두가니 두배기 Hungry hot dog with a chili hot dog EPIK chillin' with a thug Yeah I'm chillin' with a thug Please don't go anywhere when I'm chillin' with a thug
Yeah Who the fuck you think you fuckin' with 내가 뭐를 뱉던 그건 어디든 붙는 거밀지 Don't fuck with me you faggot I'm a man with a dick Not a meeting but I never do a friend So bliss the veteran shit 넌 내 rap amateur 그래 내 방금 저 마디가 말해 넌 어쩔 수 없는 amateur 넌 계속 저 악수를 정하는 내겐 주먹질을 괴롭혀 말
전투력 수치 111% 입고 싶은 옷 입고 싶어 길거리로 가서 시선을 끌고 싶어 내가 보기 싫은 새끼들은 zipper 닫아버리고 내 걸 열어주고 싶어 그래 할 말 안 하고 살고 싶어 그래 그래서 내게 욕을 하나 싶어 지금껏 난 사랑하고 싶어 너도 나라도 아니고 날 말야 다른 나라라도 날아가고 싶어 일이라도 때려쳐버리고 말야 난 일을 하기 싫어 기계처럼 일만 하면 고장나기 싫어 yeah 난 그러고 싶어 그게 나쁘든 좋던 말야 그게 나쁘든 좋던 마냐 내가 돼버리고 싶으면 말야 그게 돼버리고 싶단 말야 난 그냥 돼버리고 싶어 굳이 파기고 뭐고 서랍 and let me be who I am 그게 다내 주지라는 게 때문에 화처럼 난 그냥 깨부시고 싶어 깨부시고 싶어
Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. And we've now reached critical moments. It is very exciting. Tonight,
내가 하면 무슨 말인지 아는 사람
It's home to the Alamo and the Spurs, San Antonio, Texas. We are nearly ready for the tip-off.
well, the development of Kawhi.
Thanks, DA. The players who are part of that organization seem to want to stay in San Antonio. And with the season in full swing, you can really start to see teams hitting their stride. Brent, how brutal is that 82-game regular season schedule?
Well, the league can do all they want with trying to eliminate back-to-backs in 4 games in 5 nights, Kevin, but guess what? 82 is 82. And so the marathon right now is in full swing.
A look at the Magic starting group. Jean Charles, he's in at power forward. Young is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Vucevic, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. They get it back. Jean Charles passes to Fournier, and there's the 3-second violation. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Wizards.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
I think mostly they just did not give themselves a chance on the inside. They settled too much for the jump shot. I would have liked to have seen a better effort to get the ball to the paint.
To the inside, and stolen by Aldridge. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Leonard on the wing from the baseline. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Orlando with the ball. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, the point's not hard to come by for them, that's for sure. I'd have surrendered too if I was trying to defend against that potent attack.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And so just over a minute and a half played. Outside Gasol. San Antonio again missing. Young best to John Charles. And a look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
The NBA is a league of adjustments, and one adjustment that Prez has made recently is his diet. His trainer has him doing every little thing he can to keep his body in its best condition.
And you'd be surprised just how terrible the diets of a lot of NBA players can be. Stuff like eating nothing but gummy bears or drinking soda all the time. They work off the calories, but that isn't helping them stay fit physically or mentally. And Nikola Vucevic, a skilled 7-footer who just attacks the glass. A nightly double-double machine, but still figuring out how to really become a dominant force on the inside.
Pass to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart.
And this is a grown man shot chart right here. Not too much going on outside, but look at how things are for them in the paint. They are attacking the rim and not settling for the jump shot. And right now it's paying off in bunches. If I'm them, then I'd continue to do the same thing going forward until an adjustment is made.
Orlando moving the ball around. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And thinking about Vucevic, he's a guy that just tantalizes with his scoring, his size. But you hear some comments and concerns that he's not the impact defender that you would have to have inside.
Yeah, not the quickest feet or the fastest off the ground, but he does stay out of foul trouble. And for him to really move the needle, though, you'd like for him to watch tape of a guy like Tim Duncan and improve as a rim protector.
Nice job coming off that screen. Leonard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Here's Jean Charles. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jean Charles has got 5 points so far. Here's Parker. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Outside Gasol. Back to Parker. He dishes it to Aldridge. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Mr. Fundamentals. 4th in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
Misses in close.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Parker kicks to Leonard. The 17-footer. That one, no good. Good defensive work there by Young.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Goes up at the stripe, and Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Young. Vucevic has got his second bucket.
Just remarkable vision. Young is so talented at spotting the open man.
Parker outside. Dishes it to Leonard. Lets it go from 11. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
And Young kicks to Green. To the paint. Here's Jean Charles. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Brent, you look at how the Spurs played last season, and any other season they might have had the best record in the league.
Well, they did have the best record that Greg Popovich has had as a coach with San Antonio, with 67 wins. And it was under the radar because of the Warriors' historic mark last year with 73. But it was the first time in history that the NBA had 2 different 35-win teams at the midway point of the season. It set up the stage for an epic showdown, and really some people let down that never happened.
And this last offseason, Pau Gasol coming over to the Spurs in free agency, it seems to be the exact kind of player that the Spurs would want on their team, especially with his basketball IQ. I like the fit as well, and it didn't take long for him to join San Antonio.
Passes it to Vucevic. And here's Young from the arc. Gasol with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's the 3. Gasol with another miss. And for Gasol and the Spurs, it was actually another Gasol that was prompting Pau to join the team. His brother Mark told him, go to San Antonio.
And what is strange is that Mark is very much on a team that rivals the Spurs. So I don't think Mark was doing it just so he could battle his older brother 4 times a year. I think he meant what he said with the Spurs. They are a great organization and would probably make the best fit for Pau at the end of his career.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
I mean, there's not a lot of reasons for a turnover, but there's certainly not one there, just a lapse of judgment.
And Young kicks to Green. They set the pick. Pass to Vucevic. He feeds it to Young. To the middle. Here's Jean Charles. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, he makes the big bucks because he's expected to knock those shots down. The D was there, but that's no excuse. He has to hit those shots.
Wake up out there. Come on. We have got to do a better job on line.
Appreciated about Pau Gasol is just how aware he is out on the floor, not only on the defensive end, how he'll help out, but also his vision as a passer on the offensive side.
Really, Kevin, one of the best passing bigs to ever play the game, and it's a part of why he's been the crux of so many offenses. Very good at identifying and exploiting a mismatch for himself or others. Never forces things on offense and always takes what the team's given.
Young against Parker. Young passes to John Charles. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
And the Spurs with some changes. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. And a switcher also for Orlando. Gordon's checked in. Now here's Mills, defended by Young. Gasol a screen. Dedmon dishes to Mills. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Mills has got his first bucket of the night. The pass to John Charles. Young hooking up Prez on that score. Terrific play by Orange Juice.
And those two have such great timing together. They make the game look simple.
Spurs trail by 5. Mills with it. 17 points for him last game against Washington. Here's Leonard. Orlando grabs the miss. Jean Charles has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Young passes to John Charles. Orlando moving the ball around. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Gordon. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Vucevic. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And it's a 9-point Magic lead.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now here's Mills, defended by Young. Over to the wing. Here's Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili.
Well, at this point in his career, playmaking is Manu's strong point. Locates the open man there.
Young passes to John Charles. Fournier in the corner. On the wing, Gordon. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ginobili kicks to Gasol. Gasol setting the pick for Leonard. Ginobili right side. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And showing his trademark aggressiveness inside, Ginobili was not going to be denied.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And before you now are the rookies on a roll. The hottest shooters in the last 10 games. You look at Mr. Fundamentals, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And of course, just as Young, screened by Young. Inside, dives for it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
You can tell it.
Here's Young. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Parker and Green, the tried and tested backcourt. Leonard and Aldridge, the two stars at the 3 and the 4. And it's Dedmon in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Leonard with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. And it's Green missing. Magic leading by 11. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, after suffering a hip injury at Texas, LaMarcus Aldridge spent 2 months shooting from a chair, and his form improved dramatically. Now his go-to move is his fadeaway high-release jumper. It's an unstoppable shot, and Aldridge is so confident in it, he says, once the shot's up, I'm getting back on D. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. He's got a great touch. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Aldridge has got his first basket of the night.
And this is where all the years of experience come into play. Aldridge didn't enter the league with a great catch-and-shoot game, but he sure developed it.
Green against Fournier. Green dishes to Parker. Aldridge, the pass to Green, feeds it to Parker. Aldridge with a screen on Young. Nice job coming off that screen.
And Pop now in his 2nd decade as head coach of the Spurs, closing in on the 3rd decade.
No easy buckets now. Hustle up. We have got to do a better job on Leonard. We just talked about this. They will keep feeding him on the block until we give them a reason to.
Head coaching changes in the NBA. That's amazing.
That's just incredible stuff, Kevin. And so many people throughout the Spurs family tree of coaches have been hired not only to be on the bench, but as general managers of teams. So the brain trust of San Antonio and the branches of that franchise, boy, there's touches of it all over the NBA.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Off the screen, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That's just great basketball. Young is extraordinary at distributing the rock to his teammate.
Aldridge a screen. Parker outside. Green kicks to Aldridge. Unloads. But they recover it. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Dedmon. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Brent, I know you're interested in coaching. You've been approached by several teams in the league. You see some coaches who like to do platoon substitutions, others who prefer to stagger minutes and blend starters with reserves. Put on your coach's hat here for a second. How would you approach that?
Well, I think it has to do with who you have on your team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way to say I'll be a platooning coach no matter who it is that I have, because your first 5 may be good and your second 5 may be like the guys I play open gym with, and you don't want those guys in the game. So I'm always in favor of keeping one of your main stars on the floor as a conduit and the guy who can keep the rhythm of the offense going, help guys out, establish some confidence, and then swapping those guys out. And then obviously in crunch time, you're putting your
Hey, way to put the squeeze on them, guys. Bring it in. Let's talk. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused.
Chart for the Spurs.
And you see not a lot of corner threes. The defense doing a good job of closing out and denying those shorter distance triples. That's what the smart teams have to do.
Aldridge a screen. Fournier against Green. The dish now to Aldridge. Lets it fly from 18. And that one hits back iron.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And the Magic's young tandem of first-round picks in 2014, Elfrid Payton and Aaron Gordon, they've come a long way together.
You know, they were teammates on the Team USA Under-19 squad that went 9-0 and won gold back in 13. And that was a great draft for the Magic, getting two high-character, high-effort, defensive-minded players with elite athleticism.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
A super high percentage shot from Aldridge there. Layups work.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And checking out the numbers for Young. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. 11th in three-point field goal percentage. 12th in shooting percentage. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
Parker outside. Green left side. They set the pick. There's the feed to Aldridge. From 12 feet out. Out to Parker. Down low. Here's Dedmon. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
Outside, Green. He kicks it to Young. Pass to Fournier. Here's Jean Charles. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Pocket 2. And what a nice play there between Orange Juice to set up that score.
And Young got the finish, but the pass from Prez was just as important.
Fournier against Green. Parker sets the screen for Green. A step back shot here. Dedmon dishes to Parker. There's a screen. Kicks it to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
With his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
Now here's Fournier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Vucevic. And it's put back in by Vucevic. And the Magic lead by 10.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Aldridge with a screen on Young. Here's Parker. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, that floater is another one of Parker's go-to shots. One that continues to befuddle defenses.
Fournier, he dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found. So elusive on the offensive end. Very difficult for any defense to match up against.
He dishes it to Vucevic to the inside. Jean Charles shot is off. Spurs trail by 8. Leonard kicks to Green. Passes it to Aldridge. Screened by Parker. Leonard the pass to Dedmon. Shot off the screen. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to Jean Charles. It's Fournier on the wing. Shoots it. Here's Vucevic. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And it's a result of the defense not doing its job in the low post, boxing out and preventing second chance points.
Parker kicks to Dedmon. Fires from 14, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Magic leading by 10. Young with no one around. Jean Charles. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throw.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than them. Now let's stay sharp and finish strong.
It's becoming too prominent. What do you think? That'll do it for the first half.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Rebound's a big part of your start in the first half. Do you think this game is going to come down to who hustles the most?
No.
Keep it up, guys. We have some good momentum. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Mr. Fundamentals in this game. He's been everywhere.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
So let's think about the options. You front him or you bring the quick double team. But yeah, he's having a monster game in the post.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Jean Charles, he's in at the 4 spot. Fournier out there with Young. Then there's Green, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. From 6 away, Jean Charles' shot is off. Spurs trail by 10. Parker kicks to Green. Gasol is screened, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Come on, man. San Antonio shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
Just another area where Kawhi continues to improve. One of the better free throw shooters in the league now, especially at the small forward spot.
Orlando leading by 8. And Young kicks to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Jean Charles, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And really, you look at the Magic, they definitely improved defensively from last season. I mean, this is still a young team that has to feel like they're headed in the right direction with a plethora of young and up-and-coming talent.
And Greg, for the Magic, offense is where they need to take that next step. What's the key there, you think?
I think shooting has been their Achilles heel. I mean, you can only accomplish so much with dive cuts and drives. It gets clogged up in the paint. They've got a great shooting coach. They seem to be drafting athletes and then trying to coach them up to become better shooters.
Fournier passes to Jean Charles. To the paint. The kick out to Young. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Parker dishes to Green. He feeds it to Gasol. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Here's Leonard. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Dishes to Gasol. Good looking screen by Gasol. And here's Leonard from 3. Another miss by Leonard.
Well, if they had an edge at halftime, they might have lost it beginning this half, 1 of 5.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gasol wide open. He fires. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got assist number 5 here tonight. Orlando leading by 11. And Young kicks to Vucevic. There's the pass to Fournier. Here's Jean Charles.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And some of that discrepancy is due to better shot selection. It's really that simple. But I also think they've made more contested shots.
Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Fournier. His last 10 games, putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for San Antonio.
Yeah, sensational focus. Young not letting the deal.
That's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels. And now they're playing like they're
here in front midcourt, such size, such athleticism. It's intimidating. Who are the most intimidating players you think in the game today?
If you go to Detroit and you want to match up with number 0 there and Andre Drummond,
look out.
You're in for a long night.
Harness yourself in.
The way that he can patrol the middle, Kevin, and the way he's relentless at coming at the offensive glass and the defensive glass all game long, I'm really interested in the development of Andre Drummond as the centerpiece, figuratively and literally, for the Detroit Pistons.
And it's Vucevic missing. Spurs trail by 15. Leonard the pass to Parker. Down low. Dedmon's shot is off. Lando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Young outside. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. The Magic have really struggled at the line in this one, well under 50% so far.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Right side Leonard. Feeds it to Dedmon. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. You look at Mr. Fundamentals. Third in the league, he typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Here's Aldridge.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
His offense just has not been there tonight, and he needs to step up his game because there's still time to recover.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Orlando leading by 20. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know Greg Popovich
That
uses
one's
a
for
lot
you,
of
Mama.
different tools to
That one's for
motivate
you.
his players. Sometimes it's the things he doesn't say that works best. Popovich said, sometimes in timeouts, I'll say, I've got nothing for you. We just turned it over 6 times. Everybody's holding the ball. What do you want me to do? Figure it out. Now get up and walk away. Because it's true. It's on them. Kevin?
Thanks, T.A. That accountability goes a long way. It's stolen by Green. Young against Green. Augustine in the corner. Off target from outside. Spurs trail by 20. There's the dish to Parker. Outside, Green. Here's Aldridge. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the defender did his best to challenge the shot, but Aldridge with the focus to knock it down.
John Charles' shot is off.
I have no clue what happened with the defense there, but they should be thanking their lucky stars that somehow he bricked that golden opportunity.
Magic leading by 18. Here's Young. Trains it from 17 feet out. Young's got 9.
Well, the shooting percentage is excellent so far, and without him, they might not have the lead like they do now.
Parker dishes to Green. Dedmon kicks to Parker, and there's the feed to Aldridge. Here's Leonard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Great fundamentals on the glass, as well as great instincts. Leonard always seems to be in the right spot.
Mills, he's checked in for Parker. And a change for the Magic. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Green. Pass to Jean Charles. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Orlando. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Cavaliers. Right behind them, just 1 spot down.
And seeing where the Magic are, of all the storylines this young season, their success may be the most surprising. This was not a team that was expected to make this much of a splash.
Well, there were some glimmers they'd be an improved team this season, but even so, I thought that improvement would come in small steps. Instead, one giant step for mankind, lots of giant leaps forward for the ball club.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Well, if Parker is the slower...
Spurs trail by 18. Leonard and Aldridge, the 2 stars at the 3 and the 4. Parker and Green, the tried and tested backcourt. And it's Dedmon into the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. Passes it to John Charles. 14 feet away. Puts it up from 12. That's good on the jump shot. John Charles has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Magic. The Spurs shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And Brett, you talk about Mills' ability to pressure defensively. Very quick, and he gets a lot of steals.
Sometimes he can get caught gambling at times, Patty, but on the whole, a very capable defender, a bit of a gnat out there, and a valuable player when you consider he went undrafted out of St. Mary's of Moraga. Just claimed that possession for his own there, grabs the offensive rebound, and puts it right back in.
Sean Charles passes to Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Coach Pop often talks about the value of corporate knowledge, the procedures and shared philosophies that guide his basketball teams year after year. They're actually compiling a database called the Spurs Way to make sure that knowledge is passed down over time.
Both shots good from the stripe.
That one's for you, mama.
And you think of the
That one's for
incredible
you.
success, Brent, the Spurs have enjoyed. You know it firsthand. You'd love to look at that written record for the Spurs and see that recipe.
Well, as much as there's X's and O's that go on in between the lines for the San Antonio Spurs, it's just very hard to duplicate or emulate what it is that the Spurs have been able to find in terms of the character of their team. That's what many franchises right now, Kevin, I don't think have a great handle on.
Parker against Young. Here's the screen. Parker kicks to Leonard. From 13. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, he could not have been any more wide open, guys. Wow, I bet he nails that shot next time he gets a clean look.
Pass to John Charles. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Parker outside. Back to Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. That's 10 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Bounced it through for the assist. Nice execution.
Young off a pick from Jean Charles. Back to Young, trying his luck deep. Here's Vucevic. Tries yet again, and it's good on the layup. Vucevic has got 23.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
That's the kind of guy who does things that breaks the backs of their opponents because they're about wanting it more than the other guy you're up against.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
You know, looking at his release and his form, it just seems like something is off, and it's affecting both his shot and, at this point, his confidence.
His second first team. And the free throw, no good. Commissioner Adam Silver mentioned at some point they'll look at potentially expanding the NBA draft to 3 rounds. It's been that before in 1988. Used to be, what, 6, 7 rounds?
That's correct.
Long time ago, Brent. Should the league go back to a 3-round draft?
Why not?
But how about some of these names deep in the second round? These are kids that get cut immediately.
Well, you don't have to watch it, Kevin, but it's be good for the league
But
to
we
have
love
3
the league,
rounds.
so of course you watch it.
Yeah, and you know, you think about the hundreds of potential players that can make the NBA, certainly be on the summer league roster so that the teams can evaluate them over the next 3 months before the NBA season gets started. So why not 3 rounds?
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboards.
But rooting out guys for his position and then outworking them, so you add fundamentals with the effort. Leader by example.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Back to Parker. Green against Leonard. Over to the left wing. The second effort. Dedmon's shot is off.
He's certainly a threat to finish those opportunities with some style and flair, but the defense did a simply outstanding job preventing that from happening.
Leonard kicks to Green. Dishes to Leonard. Looking to end his cold spell. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Another miss by Orlando.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
It's as if he had too good a look. Is that possible? And now he's kicking himself.
Here's Young. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 assists. Now Parker. And I saw a study recently, Brent, that home court advantage isn't what it used to be.
The home court advantage is about a point to a point and a half. I read that very same article, Kevin. So it's interesting.
You sent it to me. You remember that? You sent that article. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
A different look now for San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Simmons. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Leonard dishes to Gasol. Aldridge. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Inside with a hand in his face, Aldridge undeterred.
Magic leading by 22. There's the pass to John Charles. Back to Young. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They're looking like a beaten team at this point, letting him get to the basket with such little resistance.
Fournier passes to Young. .141 left in the fourth quarter. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. Aldridge. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And some changes here for the Spurs. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Aldridge. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Leonard. And it's Ginobili in for Green. The Magic also changing it up. Rambo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ross comes in for Jeff Green. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Evan Fournier. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. It's Anderson with the drive. It's blocked.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Magic.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Nikola Vucevic.
There was nothing he did not have a hand in out there tonight. He put them on his shoulders. He carried the heavy load at both ends of the floor. It's all because of him tonight that they're running away with this game.
Jean Charles' shot is off. So it's San Antonio now. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Anderson the screen. Parker kicks to Ginobili. To the inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the foul. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Big numbers for you on offense tonight. How were you able to get your shot going so consistently?
Oh, man, I put in work all day, every day, man. First one in practice, last one out.
Man,
Hey, keep playing like that.
I ain't never losing this spot.
Keep playing like that.
Hey, top 5, starting 5.
Dang.
Man, you see that?
You know this is only the beginning, right?
You know how I know you're right?
How?
My ring finger's empty. Man, my whole hand's bare.
Let's get it.
Look at that.
Looks just like us,
I
man.
got my birthmark right there.
Dang.
And we did it.
We made it, man. Still a long way to go, though.
Prez, just got word that Justice is on the trade block.
Yep, I heard, man. So what do you make of it?
Hey, yo! 난 괜찮아. 내일 아침에 소파 위에 시체가 되어 이름 모르는 너와 어색한 사이가 돼도 I don't care at all. Let's smoke, drink, boogie on and on, boogie on and on, boogie on and on, boogie on and on, drink, boogie on and on, boogie on and on, boogie on and on. 오늘의 생각도 긴 말도 필요하지 않아. 앞으로 긴장 좀 잃어가는 시간이 너무 아까워. 꽉맨 너의 신발끈 지각생 엎드려 뻗쳐 너에게 줄 성적은 없어. 여선생들은 열정이 넘치는 날 가르치느라 엎드려줬어. 깨민 서른 잔을 건넨 뒤 괜히 물어봐 지금이 몇 시인지. 그 다음에 what are you and your friends get with me get my friends. 일행이 몇 명이니 Let's boogie on and on. 내일 우리가 서로 기억 못해도 지금이 무르익은 분위기는 멈추지 말고 가만히 내비들 그대로잖아. 내일 아침에 소파 위에 시체가 되어 이름 모르는 너와 어색한 사이가 돼도 I don't care at all. Let's smoke, drink, boogie on and on, boogie on and on, boogie on and on, boogie on and on, drink, boogie on and on, boogie on and on, boogie on and on, boogie on and on, drink, boogie on and on. 내 걱정은 이해해. 일단 이 느낌을 이해해. 언제 또
또 올지 모르는 올 기회에 초집중을 해 girl swing that ass 몇 번의 eye contact I saw you, you saw me 그럼 내가 먼저 말 걸게 난 너를 알고 싶어 지금 우리 둘 주위를 둘러봐 왕따들은 바쁘게 눈이 굴러가 걔네들은 죽어도 우리 둘을 못 봐 지금이야 지금 내 목에 팔을 둘러봐 너만 괜찮다면 너의 hurry up 내 손을 올릴게 넌 어때 난 괜찮아 내일 아침에 소파 위에 시체가 되어 이름 모르는 너와 어색한 사이가 돼 I don't care at all Let's smoke drink Boogie on and on Boogie on and on Boogie on and on Boogie on and on Smoke drink Boogie on and on Boogie on and on Boogie on and on Boogie on and smoke drink Boogie on and on 매일 아침에 날 기억 못해도 Remember my name 소리는 you can sip and smoke My name is not important I don't give a F about tomorrow Cause it's Sunday That's right Bring up all your cookies and just hop onto this music All of your friends, all of your friends All of your friends, all of your All of your friends, all of your friends All of your friends, all of your All of your friends, all of your friends All of your friends, all of your All of your friends, all of your friends All of your friends, all of your 너도 내일 아침에 날 기억 못해도 돼 무리든 술이든 you can sip and smoke it away I don't give a F about tomorrow cause it's Sunday Bring up all your cookies and just hop onto this music
한 잔의 커피 그 출처는 빈곤 종이 비행기 혹은 연필을 쥐곤 꿈을 향해 뻗어야 할 작은 손에 커피 한 땀이 차 고맙다 고마 바리스타 이런 현실 가슴 아프다 해 But I need caffeine 어서 샷 추가해 악순환의 순환계 나의 소비는 거머리 한 사람의 가난이고 한 사람의 럭셔리 저 멀리 내가 신고 있는 신발 만든 사람들은 아마도 지금 맨발 내 몸을 감싸주는 따뜻함 마저 역시 출처는 구덩이에 가득한 피와 뼈더미 내가 있어 보이기 위해서 없는 자의 눈물 고이지 뒤에서 다들 모르는 게 약이라고 해 의식이 병이 돼버린 세상이라 그래 출처 아름다움이 추억하면서 왔다면 아름다움인지 Tell me 출처 아름다움이 추억하면서 왔다면 아름다움인지 Represent where you're from 어느새 성수가 돼버린 석유와 에너지 출처가 욕심인 전투와 chemistry Blood dia보다 빛나는 문제 하지만 기름값보단 귀찮은 문제 내 차가 죽은 길을 달리기에 걸으며 가는 날 위해 누군 전쟁터를 겨 출처는 fail 뒤따른 시스템에 땅을 파고 세워진 깃발은 비스듬해 But I need technology 어서 공장 하나만 더 세워줘 please 내겐 뿌리가 나무가 숲이 썩었든 말든 가지에 사과만 맺히면 성스러운 가든 내가 앞서가기 위해서 한 걸음씩 만들어지는 벼랑이 돼 있어 다들 시간이 약이라고 해 현재가 병이 돼버린 세상이라 그래 출처 아름다움이 추억하면서 왔다면 아름다움인지 Tell me 출처 아름다움이 추억하면서 왔다면 아름다움인지 Represent where you're from 나 편하기 때문에 불편한 사람들 Thank you And I'm sorry 나 숨쉬기 때문에 숨죽인 사람들 Thank you And I'm sorry 나 서 있기 때문에 무너진 사람들 Thank you And I'm sorry 이 모든 세상의 출처인 사람들 Thank you 출처 아름다움이 추억하면서 왔다면
걸 끝이 나고서야 깨닫는 걸 널 너무 모르고 네 맘도 모르고 네가 나에게서 멀어지고 있는 줄도 난 정말 모르고 네 선물 고르고 네가 원했던 건 이런 게 아니었던 걸 Yeah, I wanna be a good girl 받기만 하는 거 말고 주는 걸 하고 싶어 굳이 난 돈도 벌었는데 나를 보는 너의 심장은 꿈도 변명처럼 들리겠지만 부재중일 때도 나는 변하고 있던 거야 너를 위해 능력 있고 인정받는 girlfriend 효도만큼 절실한 꿈이었는데 떠나면 어떡해 Yeah 난 너한테 준 게 하나 없는데 너만 주고 가면 어떡해 Yeah 너한테 남은 내 흔적은 없을 텐데 너는 뭐를 보면 나를 기억해 나를 추억해 돌아봤음에 너를 부를 때 네가 내게 준 마음을 전부 갚을 수 있게 행복을 줄 수 있게 널 너무 모르고 네 맘도 모르고 네가 나에게서 멀어지고 있는 줄도 난 정말 모르고 네 선물 고르고 네가 원했던 건 이런 게 아니었던 걸 I can't live without your love I can't live without your love 널 너무 모르고 네 맘도 모르고 네가 나에게서 멀어지고 있는 줄도 난 정말 모르고 네 선물 고르고 네가 원했던 건 이런 게 아니었던
This is the
걸
one right here. All right, not bad, but check me out. Okay.
뭔가 될 것 같은 Friday night Do it, do it, do it right 뭔가 될 것 같은 Friday night Friday night
오늘은 불타는 Friday night 얘기를 만들래 오늘 밤 오늘은 불타는 Friday night 아 몰라 어둡고 습한 기분에 무거운 기분 당장 환기가 필요한 지금 방전된 에너지 대출해줄게 my energy 이자는 없어 갈채와 함성으로 갚어 좋은 건 나눠야 돼 간보고 숨기는 건 나빠 어차피 들통나 숨기지 마라 뭘 더 감춰 억누르지도 막 비어오르는 뜨거운 감정 오늘은 하나 되자 뭐 얼마나 산다고 내꺼 나눠 몸 그리고 마음 내꺼 다 가져 아끼지 마라 재미는 나눠
뭔가 될 것 같은 Friday night Do it, do it, do it right 뭔가 될 것 같은 Friday night Do it, do it, do it right
We hot, we hot, we hot Yeah We hot Friday night Yeah 심심한 사람은 여기 붙어 나만 많아 여기 붙어 다들 손 꼭 붙잡은 이 자리 평화의 시작은 여기부터 오늘은 판단을 말고 있는 그대로 서로를 알아줘 편견 선입견을 개집에 놔두고 우리라는 두 손으로 안아줘 우리는 중심 주변도 아냐 즐거운 일부로 살자고 정상에는 없는 행복이 낮은 곳에 많다고 오늘은 주말이니까 불타는 주말이니까 떨어진 감정에 음정에 빛이 좀 올려볼까 난 네 앞에 서 있어 밤새 춤추고 싶어 살 것 같아 I'm ready to go 저 하늘 위로 뭔가 될 것 같은 Friday night Do it, do it, do it right 뭔가 될 것 같은 Friday night Friday night We hot, we hot, we hot Yeah We hot, we hot, we hot Scream louder, yeah We scream louder on a Friday night All the time Yeah. Life is good. You know what? Life is good. 난 부지런한 편은 아니라서 아침에 일어나진 않지만 아침에 자서 하루가 길어 뱃속에 알람 덕에 끼려지는 잘 지켜도 설거지는 귀찮아서 매일내일로 미워 수염은 기분 따라 안 밀어도 매일같이 히말라야는 깨끗하게 밀어줘 도둑된 것 같은 내 방에 난 치워도 하루에 한 번 대장은 깨끗하게 비워줘 일도 많아 놀 일도 많아 두 가지 다가 좋아서 고민도 너무 많아 흥이 너무 많아서 그마가 입술에 언제나 취한 상태 나 멈추는 게 안 돼 그리고 내 친구들은 소박해 밤새 놀기 위해 단지 두 가지가 필요해 Winning 11 근처에 7-Eleven만 있으면 돼 그 순간 우리는 living in heaven yeah. 인생은 미끄럼틀 때로는 쉬워 때로는 안 쉬워 넘치지도 모자르지도 않게 나 살고 싶어 거품 적당히 눈 덮인 맥주처럼 뻑뻑해진 관자 놀이 위를 내리 찍는 해머 나 문득 꿈을 꿔 뜨거운 해변 위에 해머 체념은 빠르게 할 일을 짚어보네 오늘의 짧은 휴가는 커피와 초콜릿 성실함이 미덕이었던 게 이제는 무기여야 된다는 그 강박감에 의무처럼 쥐어짜내는 멜로디와 랩 좌절감 치우고 잠시 보면 드림 검색 1년의 계획 어른스럽게 세워도 초등학생의 방학시간표처럼 무너지고 책임감 때문에 고개가 무거워도 숙일지언정 떨구진 않겠다고 다짐하고 인맥은 재산인데 관리는 안 달가워 친구 놈들 같이 매건 여전히 반가워 비터스윗 현재의 적절한 단어 채워야 거품만 넘치게 따로 줘 때로는 쉬워 때로는 안 쉬워 넘치지도 모자르지도 않게 나 살고 싶어 거품 적당히 눈 덮인 맥주처럼
법적으로 음악은 브라운이 맞아 야 법적으로 음악은 브라운이 맞아 야 법적으로 음악은 이거다 알게 뭐야
따뜻한 라떼 한 잔의 여유 하루를 시작해 Life is so good 지금 이대로만 중심을 잡고 살고 싶어 거품 적당히 눈 덮인 맥주처럼 뭐좀 신선한 걸 해보려고 머리를 쥐어짜지만 내 상상력은 창작이란 트랙 위를 기어가 이럴 땐 다 내려놓고 일어나 보내 날 데려가 내 영혼을 데워줄 곳에 한동안 못 갔던 학원관에 가거나 청계천의 아바이 순대목으로 갈까나 그 국물이 목구멍으로 넘어가는 순간 나 깨닫고 내 충분해 This is good life 내 입꼬리의 모양은 축 처진 옷걸이처럼 피곤을 걸고 다니다가도 사진 첩에가져 폴더 시간 가는지 몰라 쓴맛이 나는 삶을 위한 마카롱 막간을 이용해요 신나 한번 살래 컷 팟이나 혹은 휴먼 트리 찌그러진 하루 지나고 어둠은 오지만 내 삶은 햇빛 속에 섞일 원하는 휴먼 비 오르내리라 우리 인생은 미끄럼틀 때로는 쉬워 근데 뭐 어쩌겠어 Another day another struggle 때로는 안 쉬워 넘치지도 모자르지도 않게 나 살고 싶어 거품 적당히 눈 덮인 맥주처럼 Another day, another struggle. 넘치지도 모자라지도 않게나 살고 싶어. 거품 적당히 눈 덮인 맥주처럼.
People walk through the streets. Everybody want to change, and you gotta do certain things, you know. Straight up.
Yeah, people, attention, education, knowledge. Yeah, I got something to say to my teachers. Genius is not the answer to all questions. It's the question to all answers. Brothers and sisters, yo, come and listen. Do we learn math to add the dead sum? Subtract the weak ones, count cash for great ones. Yo, we multiply, but divide the nation. Break down like fractions, send their sons away to die. Do we learn science and defiance of fate? To make alliance with fakes for an appliance's sake. We ask for the real but make artificial intelligence. To make smarter kills of others presidents. Why do we learn history to fake stories for the guilty? Make angels look filthy and the devils look milky. If the victor writes the books, then what have we won? Oh, we battleships of authorship for rich men's guns. Do we learn to read to receive the lies? To deceive the eyes when seen between the lines? Yo, we use words to bring forth sticks and stones. To sing songs of hate that fill the streets with bones.
Unseen or heard, a king with words.
Tableau,
lyrical assassin. Make me vision the better living.
Unseen or heard, a king with words.
Tableau,
lyrical assassin. Make me vision.
I'm the truth.
Is our day job more than self-slavery? When we're locked watching the clock impatiently, we sweat for the dollar bills, the checks and the credit cards, but that dollar kill breaks the necks of our inner heart. If the police are role models for the righteous, why does justice depend on guns and nightsticks? Mr. Officer, don't punish me with brutality. The streets got me singing Marvin Gaye off key. Why do we need church to get to heaven's gates? Can only water quench the thirst of those whose faith started in the wrong place with the wrong face? Can the poor and the hungry survive solely on grace? Can this rap game ever bring changes when MCs would rather floss across than be saviors? Will I last in this game? Be blasted with shame? Will I stand for my name and never blasting for fame?
Unseen or heard, a king with words.
Tableau,
lyrical assassin. Make me vision the better living.
Unseen or heard, a king with words.
Tableau,
lyrical assassin. Make me vision.
I'm the truth.
첫 번째 앨범은 시큰둥, 두 번째는 대중들의 작은 집중뿐, 세네 번째부터 썩은 씬의 귀중품, 새빨간 19금 딱지가 붙었지만 still 진실만을 썼다. 음악은 나의 길, 심히 실에서 평가 불가능한 appeal, 듣과 실 벌써 decade, still make a check like JK. 형 밝은 미래 in my arms, Sherlock Holmes 풍파와 in my tomb, 가사를 쓸 때마다 혼자 아니야 in my room. 내게 숨 같던 친구들의 반의하는 나라, 내가 대신 고른 꿈속에서 편의점을 matching 내 땀을 받아. I'm a damn girl, made an independent label, cause I won't ever settle at your level. Like Bob Dylan, I'm not there in this pale rail. 성서인 your iPod player till I see God up there. 높이 솟아올라 세상은 유대자본이 지속한 모각 속에 피로 차올라. But 징조가 좋다 to the free mountain top. Luther King 목사 쫓아 we go.
내가 해냈으면 너도 충분히
할 수 있으니 believe.
내가 해냈으면 너도 충분히
할 수 있으니 believe. 내 혼에 아무도 뺏지 못
처음엔 지루한 학창 시절의 열창이었다. 모든 게 좋아 고통은 먼 산이었다. 부모는 답이 없다. 친구는 관심 없다며 모두 벽을 만들고서 난 남이었다. 몇 해간 수도 물이 밥이라도 사방에 짙은 안개뿐인 반지하도 견디고 버티다 보니 뭐 괜찮았어. 그래도 택시 타는 녀석은 좀 배 아팠어. 하나둘 배고픔에 떠나갈 땐 나 역시 고민했었지만 결과는 반대. 하나둘 팬들이 더 쌓여갈 때 음악과 마음은 같았지만 뭘 하든 간에 그래 뭐 어쩌겠어. 잡주 같은 걸 아직도 빛나는 그 애들처럼 산수 같은 걸 그냥 좀비처럼 걸어 세상을 얻다. 모든 걸 고통 없이 원한다면 해답은 없다. 내가 해냈으면 너도 충분히 할 수 있으니 believe. 내가 해냈으면 너도 충분히 할 수 있으니 believe. If I can, you can. If I can, you can. If I can, you can.
Put the soul 내 혼에 아무도 뺏지 못해. Not once did I stutter. 한 계단씩 걸어 from the gutter to the top. Never thought of cause we hot like summer. 서러웠던 날의 어깨에 먼지 털어 정승처럼 쓰면서 미친 개처럼 벌어 like I'm Lil Wayne. Made a few milli still I'm insane in the brain like I'm Cypress Hill. Cypress killed when I rap. 얼굴 찌푸리면서 like a drummer in the back. 너는 뒷북이나 쳐.
맘이 뒤틀린 낙서 가득 기운이 앞서 누구나 깎아내는 주박가들 신물이 났어. 차라리 신문이나 펴. 요즘의 경제 면처럼 마땅한 태어넘는 음악 믿음이 안 서. 착실한 기반 닦은 확실한 상품 어설픈 화가들의 막칠한 작품들 중 하나를 분명히 이력서를 써. 결과야 뭐 어떻든 미련은 못 써.
If I can, you can. If I can, you can. If I can, you can.
오늘도 천천히 걸어 정상으로 가.
If I can, you can. If I can, you can. If I can, you can.
아직도 갈 길이 멀어 저 하늘을 봐.
Oh yeah, 많은 사람들이 묻지 show me the money에 대해 누가 떨어졌냐거나 논란거리에 대해 이게 힙합을 망쳤는지 살렸는지는 내게 물어봐도 딱히 해줄 말이 없지. 지금 내게는 어차피 시간이 가면 알게 되겠지. 모든 답 신동갑의 걸음의 방향은 오지갑. 몰랐다면 배워라 인생은 오르막. 쫓는 막은 차트가 없어도 오늘 밤 누가 이기고 지고 떠나 여기까지 온 우리를 위해 박수를 쳐나. Shout out to everybody 일쳤던 내게 3초만 에 떨어진 모든 래퍼들까지 내게 원한 따위는 품지 않길 바래. yeah. 오로지 너의 길을 가길 바래. yeah. 지난 날은 잊어 오늘을 살고 또 미래를 봐. 우리 삶의 진짜 경쟁은 바로 TV의 박. 수십 대 카메라가 담지 못한 얘기 그것을 랩으로 하는 것이 우리 모두의 책임. 힙합에 대한 사랑과 MC로서의 패기 그것들이 영원하게 바라는 나의 외길. Yeah.
Yo, I got one question to all you motherfuckers out there. Let me ask you where the hip hop at? Where hip hop at? Hip hop이 싫으면 니들은 왜 hip hop 해? 힙합을 사랑하는 척. 나는 힙합 해 나는 래퍼 이기 전에 진짜 힙합 팬 나 check it rappers I'm monkey flipper with my funky rhythm body in the white 스시 사사분에 no wasabi 키는 작지만 손이 하늘에 닿을 것만 같이 앞길이 원해 미래조차 다 알 것만 같이 평온하게 걸어 맑은 구름 위에 rainbow 야망관의 꿈이 하나 되어주는 tango 36분은 두 발들을 절벽 위로 댕고 누구든 내 랩을 들은 말은 damn bro Ain't nobody do it like me. 요즘 래퍼들은 되고 싶어 해 다 부자가 like me. 성공한 사람은 많아도 꿈이런 사람 봤니? 라고 묻는다면 바로 답해 그래 나 빼고 아니겠지. I'm a go getter, go get it 난 본대로 그저 놀 때는 놀아도 마이크만 쥐어주면 늘 본대로 주어진 시간의 끝이 언젠가 나온대도 절대로 난 못내로 wanna go get it 그저 이걸 느낀다면 go get it 아래 위로 그냥 걸어 go get it 내 말에 무조건 맞다는 듯이 go get it let's go get it yeah yo Yo, shout out to 면도, shout out to flow sick, shout out to 형, 우린 공중에서 떴지. Yo, fucking 너는 뭔 차텅덩이나 섞인. 내 랩이 어쩌고 저쩌고 너넨 병신. 영화관처럼 닥쳐, you already know. 래퍼 모가지 딸땐 밤 like the dome patio. 힙합 전선 I know I gotta go patio. No Marion,처럼 that's how it supposed to be. Me, BWE player 중에 젤로 어린 player. hater들은 그래서 시비 걸었지. The crowd 형의 수염보다 저런 ambition. 이미 벌어진 일에 비비 끊었지 yeah I'm on my illin' flow killing them hoes 이젠 우주인 로고를 안 입어도 빌린 내 boy chillin' 내 dope 이 형 집에서 나 지린 내 dope 좋은 자극을 받고 작업해낸 취미 됐고 이미 래퍼 꿈은 이렇고 높이 봐야지 멀리 일 벌린 이상 끝까지 I gotta keep ballin' 저 땅바닥에 꺼진 놈들이 뭐라지 거리 던간에 we game paper 유한 김벌리 운전은 맡길게 서로 바꿔가며 가좀 미안하지만 That's right 에어컨 빡세게 틀어지고 온 난 나에게는 미안하지만 고속도로 달려 바다야 기다려 아니 새로운 만남아 기다려 과연 짝수만을 알아 그 생길런지야 졸지 말고 잠깨 텐션 떨어지면 입맛 끝난 거야 안돼 대구 정도 운이경과 함께 전투력 상승 에드레날린 끌어오르는데 참고 락 빨라들면 꼭 때리고 우동 한 그릇 그리고 아체는 아니라면 내로남부를 부산에 도착 괜히 바다 냄새 나네 안 될 건 하나도 없지 28의 밤에 yeah. 일단은 체크인이나 해 일단은 체크 일단은
너비로 모여 못 따라 입던 대충 씻고 나와 너비로 모여 30분 후에 안 나오면 후회 겁이던 어디든 한 번에 모여 움직여 어디든 괜찮아 오늘 밤은 we want to
우리가 죽이 되든 밥이 되든
Template Oh yeah Template Oh yeah
적당히 차려입었어 너무 못낸 것 같다면 느끼하고 과하니까 너의 랩처럼 말야 I got no stylist 나다운 게 맞아 굳진 피하게 돼 졸부 래퍼들이 다 있잖아 광안대교 바라보는 진터닉 한잔 핸드릭스처럼 party like a rockstar 하고 싶은데 내 레이더는 아리따운 3명 너는 바라는 거 없지 그냥 아리따운 3명 발에 불 떨어져 내 덜렁 그래 용기 내서 말을 걸어 엘사처럼 차가운 반응에 얼어 시계 내 시가를 켰고 우린 젊어 right 근데 잠깐만 바닷바람과 밤바다 너의 감각 3박자 딱 맞아 난 감탄 또 감사 또 살짝 깜빡다 깔까 말까 하지만 곁에 있어 좀 밤아서
너비로 모여 못 따라 입던 대충 씻고 나와 너비로 모여 30분 후에 안 나오면 후회 겁이던 어디든 한 번에 모여 움직여 어디든 괜찮아 오늘 밤은 we want to
우리가 죽이 되든 밥이 되든
Template Oh yeah Template Oh yeah Template Oh yeah Template man Oh yeah 이 밤은 delay gentlemen start your engine boom boom 생긴 거 극복하는데 집어댔기 불이 난 늘어 뱉기 밤은 길어 Never late gentlemen start your engine boom boom 우리 방처럼 오늘만은 우리 밤 So baby let's get it on
거리로 외운 옷은 좀 가볍게 Who's gonna save my night 이 더위가 우릴 삼키기 전에 ay, ay, ay. Who's gonna save my night
너비로 모여 못 따라 입던 대충 씻고 나 너비로 모여 30분 후에 안 나오면 후회 펍이든 어디든 한 번에 뭘 움직여 어디든 괜찮아 오늘 밤은 we want to 우리가 죽이 되든 밥이 되든 Too late to play to play Oh yeah Too late to play to play Oh yeah Too late to play to play Oh yeah Too late to play to play Oh yeah
나를 사랑하는 법을 몰라 외로워진 걸까 혼자 내린 결론이 정답이 될 수는 없을까 소외된 모두를 내가 대신할 수는 없을까 내가 되면 내 마음을 나눌 수 있을까
여보세요 나 그냥 있지 너 왜 꼭 뭐가 있길 바래 나도 알아 너도 외롭지 않니 왜 이러게 네 꼭 이 밤에 불편함과 동질감 나 그 두 감정에 딱 정중간에 서있지만 거친 말들만 주고받는 우리가 참 불쌍해 핑계 또 핑계 그게 우리가 우릴 수 있게 짙게도 짙게 우리 빼곤 다 눈치 못 채게 쉽게 말해 다 쉽게 어차피 둘 다 책임 안 질 테니 밉게 말해봐도 밉게 그래야 내가 더 착해질 테니 의젓하고 생각 깊은 보기와 다른 저 아이 빈말 따위는 쉽사리 하지는 못하는 타입 나도 내가 되고 싶지만 나는 그런 사람 아니라 픽하고 쓰러진 나 따위 버린 줄을 알아서드는 날 찾지 마 가짜와 가짜가 만나면 진짜가 둘이 되는 거지 각자와 각자가 사는 거면 철학이 뭐가 중요하단 거니 이 밤과 저 밤이 다른 거면 우린 왜 모여 사는 거니 이 도시에 별 없이 밝은 밤이 밝혀주는 건 도대체 뭐니
사랑하는 법을 몰라 외로워진 걸까 혼자 내린 결론이 정답이 될 수는 없을까 소외된 모두를 내가 대신할 수는 없을까 내가 되면 내 마음을 나눌 수 있을까
네 진실은 창조해 비밀이 돼 눈물과 네 눈물 저들 컨셉들이 슬이 돼 바꿔보고 싶었지만 씹히는 딱 들리네
꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬 씹어 꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬 씹어 꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬 씹어 꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬 씹어 꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬꼬 외로운 밤이 찾아오면은 너의 기분을 또 더럽게 괴롭게 만들어 네 행복을 또 가로막고 너는 계속 약봉지를 찾겠지만 너가 멈추지 않는 이상 음악은 멈추지 않는단다 아직도 그 맘은 통화 중 진실이 엇갈리거나 통하든 마음 같지 않는 세상에게 전하든 혼심을 다했다면 절대 후회는 없거든
그래 형 나 형 말대로 여러 방해를 받고 그거를 피할 수 없단 걸 거를 알면서도 오늘도 똑같은 밤을 맞아. 그래서 똑같이 의존하고 그래서 똑같은 가사를 썼고 그래서 똑같은 모자를 눌러 쓰고 똑같이 눈을 깔아. 나 피곤하지 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 피곤해. 난 더 이상 필요 없고 싶고 저거 멀리 숨어버릴래. 난 멈춘 지 오래지만 저것들이 나를 바꿔버린 게 거짓말이 거짓으로 붙어왔단 생각이 틀렸단 걸 말해. 난 바래 가짜와 가짜가 만나도 가짜가 둘이기를. 각자와 각자가 살아도 철학이 꼭 중요하기를. 이 밤과 저 밤이 달라도 우리는 정말 우리기를. 이 도시의 별 없이 밝은 밤이 밝혀주는 게 이 밤이기를.
Life sure is complicated. Everybody knows we've all been through tough times. Time and time it gets overwhelming. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Rise up and take a chance. Break free of all your pain. Break free. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. Yeah, yeah. You're not alone.
우린 오로지 예. 산을 오로지 예. 난 굴러들어온 돌이지 박힌 돌을 빼. 누군가 내 몸값을 부를 땐 난 모르는 게
값이야. 나 같은 애는 못 찾아. 숨겨진 보물 가격표 없지. 얼마부터 시작할래. 우리만의 리그 시작돼. 값을 매기지 무댄 심판대 내가 거구만. 대더 real deal 시시한거리는 안해. 난 나갈 걸 시끄럽. 여긴 좁아 더러운 것으로 신받은 몸이 시작되지 절대로 신기로 올리지 않아요. 나를 발견해 발굴해 시작했고 나는 치열하게 싸워내고 힘들게 성장했지. 모든 것들 is mine no doubt. 에이 내가 땀 흘려온 시간 모름이 닫고 지켜봐봐. 손끝으로 값을 매길 것만 다시 한번 생각해봐봐. 진정한 가치는 값을 매길 수 없다고 해서 너 설령이 말이지. 우린 우리 자신이 대빛난다고 해지 신경 쓰지 말고 너의 가는 길을 가.
나는 오르지 예. 산을 오르지 예. 난 굴러들어온 돌이지 박힌 돌을 빼. 누군가 내 몸값을 부를 땐 난 모르는 게 값이야. 대답해 난 모르는 게 값이야. 대답해 난 모르는 게 값이야. 대답해 난 오래 남자가 돼야 해. 오래연 남자 오래연 날짜 까먹어버려 돈 버느라 바빠. 막장 드라마 멱살제비처럼 돈 잡아 꽉 잡아 당고동 사파. 가난은 나빠 하나님 아빠 다 알고 계시듯이 열심히 했지. 낙밤 없이 날카롭지 낚아지러 내 입으로 내 감내기는. 여기 감매기는 사람들 잔뜩 왔네. 경매가 시작되지 모두 손을 들고 나를 사려 하네. 까칠하게 말해줘버려 난 부르는 게 값이라네. 가수가 되길 잘했지 역시 노래 부르는 게 값이라네. 내 인생은 값을 안해. 허접한 래퍼들은 답을 안해. 그래 우리 팀이 다 굴하네. 누가 이길지 결국 답을 안해. 누굴 데려오던 우리 다음 단계 누가 오던 우차리에 다음 차게. 오랜만에 전화해서 고마운데 돈 얘기 아니라면 다음에 할게. 우린 오르지 예. 산을 오르지 예. 난 굴러들어온 돌이지 박힌 돌을 빼. 누군가 내 몸값을 물을 때 난 부르는 게 값이야. 대답해 난 부르는 게 값이야. 대답해 난 부르는 게 값이야. 대답해 난 오래 남자가 돼야 해.
돈 벌어 지가 벌어 허러 로또 번호가 형 전화번호.
돈 벌어 지가 벌어 허러 로또 번호가 얘 전화번호.
돈 벌어 지가 벌어 허러 로또 번호가 형 전화번호.
돈 벌어 지가 벌어 허러 로또 번호가 얘 전화번호. 돈 벌어 지가 벌어 허러 로또 번호가 형 전화번호. 돈 벌어 지가 벌어 허러 로또 번호가 얘 전화번호. 제대로 놀다가 제대로 놀아봐. 인생은 한 번뿐 YOLO. 쏟아져 비처럼 쏟아져 우찬이가 주는 용돈. 우린 오르지 예.
산은 오르지 난 굴러 들어온 놀이지 박힌 거를 빼 누군가 내 몸값을 물을 때 난 부르는 게 값이야 대답해 난 부르는 게 값이야 대답해 난 부르는 게 값이야 대답해 난 오래 남자가 돼야 해 부르는 게 값이야 난 부르는 게 값이야 난 부르는 게 값이야 대답해 난 오래 남자가 돼야 해
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Memphis Grizzlies at FedEx Forum.
길거리로 가서 시선을 끌고 싶어 내가 보기 싫은 새끼들은 zipper 날라버리고 내 걸 열어주고 싶어 그래 할 말 안 하고 살고 싶어 그래서 내게 욕을 하나 싶어 지금껏 난 사랑하고 싶어 너도 나라도 아니고 날 말야 다른 나라라도 날아가고 싶어 이리라도 때려쳐버리고 말야 난 일을 하기 싫어 기계처럼 일만 하면 고장나기 싫어 난 그러고 싶어 그게 나쁘든 좋던 말야 그게 나쁘든 좋던 말야 내가 돼버리고 싶으면 말야 그게 돼버리고 싶단 말야 그냥 돼버리고 싶어 아니고 뭐고 서럽은 내 미피 후회는 그게다 주시라는 게 있다면 벌처럼 날 그냥 깨부시고 싶어 깨부시고 싶어 깨부시고 싶어 깨부시고 싶어
Spinning now that we're in the middle of the season, it seems that every team has a feel for what everyone else is going to try to do and do on the court.
Yeah, a lot of scouting comes in down the midway point. You're saying this is what they have. Can they make any changes? If they don't, this is what we're going to have to try to beat them.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So with the introduction, he's in the fourth spot. Joey Meeks out there with the up. And it's Vucevic, and it's Green in at the three, the small forward.
모두 줄자고 떼서 맨날 재고 재서는 비틀어보고 싶어 나 미꾸라지처럼 미끄럽고 싶어 싸우기 싫어도 입 닥치기 싫어 그래 나 시끄럽고 찌푸럽고 싶어 있으려고 그저 가만히 있기 싫어 있으려고 가만히 있기보다 시끄럽게 찌푸럽고 싶어 근데 또 재벌이 되고 싶어 그게 나쁘든 좋던 말야 내가 돼버리고 싶으면 말야 그게 돼버리고 싶단 말야 그냥 돼버리고 싶어 찌푸하기고 뭐고 서럽은 내 미비와 앵그게다 주시라는 게 있다면 벌처럼 날 그냥 깨부시고 싶어
Together like that, it's really fun to watch.
Let's go. Bank shot. No good. We play just over a minute here in the first. On the outside. Inside. Here's Jean Charles. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And you just love the chemistry of orange juice on and off the court. I mean, look at the outfits they came into the arena with today.
Those get-ups need to come with a brightness now. I thought they were going to blind someone with those colors they had.
Conley gets to Gasol. Some nice passing there by Memphis. By Randolph. Nobody around. That doesn't go either for Randolph. The Magic have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Green picks to Young. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Jean Charles' shot is off.
Okay, that lay-in, he's tricky, but the defense was just too tight on him.
Allen outside. Now here's Randolph. He's tightly guarded. Got a piece of it. Young with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And he just powered that one of the game's top dunkers. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Conley. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto. Gasol gets to Conley. Young with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Outside, Green. To the inside. Here's Jean Charles. Perez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
Hey, you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Fred.
And with the rumors of this team perhaps considering a trade involving Justice Young, nobody in the organization is saying much about it, but you have to wonder if they know something.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time a talented rookie was traded early on, but it is still a rare thing to see. I'm guessing they are fielding calls for Young and doing their due diligence.
There's the dish to Meeks. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Conley kicks to Carter. To the middle. Here's Randolph, and it's blocked.
Look, he's doing everything he can to get out of this funk. Just been a rough quarter shooting the basketball.
The offensive rebound. Rejected by Gasol.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
Randolph can't hit.
Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter.
Inside, it's deflected. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Quick look now at some big men that have been rock solid over the past 10 games. The top shooting centers and power forwards in the NBA. You look at Wright, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, the bulldozer, a few spots down. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Every one of them possesses a great touch.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk. I love the energy, fellas. I really do.
Defensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
They should consider trying to get closer to the basket. Right now, the shots they are attempting are just clanking off the basket.
Takes the 13-footer. Randolph can't hit.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat-out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Jean-Charles passes to Vucevic.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
2 shots.
The Magic have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. Now Memphis is a hard town, one of the league's smallest markets too. The second fewest television households in the NBA, Steve. Despite that, the Grizzlies have always enjoyed outstanding fan support.
They've done a tremendous job of connecting with this community. This team has an identity. Tough, blue collar, and hard working. And that's the identity of this town.
Yeah, way to get there first.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Conley kicks to Carter. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Over in the corner, Meeks. Offline with his 3.
Surprising. He usually puts the dagger in your heart. That wide open from 3.
Here's Gasol. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Marc Gasol is a workhorse down deep. Just rising up and throwing it down.
Dishes to Meeks. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Randolph a screen. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Randolph's got his first points of the game.
A ragged start for him offensively, but he'll take it. It brings him to 1 of 8 from the field.
And Meeks kicks to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Young. And Young just drilling the three there. Nice look.
And that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
Now Conley. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Carter kicks to Gasol. A jump hook. Offensive rebound. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Some changes for Memphis. JaMychal Green comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Troy Daniels in for Tony Allen. Orlando also making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Jeff Green. And Fournier subbed in for Jody Meeks.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Conley kicks to Daniels. At the elbow, it's Gasol. And the shot is long.
Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
Here's Jean-Charles. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
They never let them get into any sort of comfort zone, and because of that, they were out of sorts all game long.
Conley gets the bucket.
Like seeing Mike Conley get busy from beyond the arc. When he has space to pull up, he fires the threes.
Young passes to Jean-Charles. To the paint. Biyombo. Well, you knew after his big playoff performance that Biyombo would be a hot name in free agency. Smitty didn't have the biggest numbers, but when you see him on the floor, the impact of his play, it is crystal clear. Magic leading by 9. Down low, the tough pair of Zebo and Gasol. Then it's Ennis. Then there's Allen. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Offensive rebound, Jean-Charles, and Gasol sends it back. Allen dishes to Daniels. Feeds to Gasol. Over in the corner, Allen. Daniels kicks to Gasol. Pass to Ennis. Shot clock at 6. Gasol missing again.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Stolen. And here's Daniels. And that one comes up a bit short.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one. You never want to give him an open look from outside because he will flat out burn you from there.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Vucevic. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Grizzlies are starting to show their age a little bit. Last season was an example of that, but they still have that throwback style of play that's hard to gauge. Marc Gasol said, the game is evolving, and we as players and as a team have to evolve. We have to change things and adjust. We need tweaks and counters from game to game and year to year. Kevin?
All right, D.A., they know they needed more shooting.
Well, you ask his teammates, Marc Gasol is really the catalyst for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's the defensive anchor and also the focal point on the offensive end.
And no doubt, Gasol, the engine of this team, Steve, but he maintains a very humble demeanor, don't you think?
A star, but also you can label him as a great teammate. He stands up for his guys, he bonds with them, puts the team first. That's what you want from your best player.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Carter's checked in, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. For Orlando, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. Hey, Smitty, you won an NBA title with the Spurs back in 2003. Do you feel that changed how you approached the game after you won that championship?
Yeah, it does, Kevin. You get a chance to understand how hard it takes to win a championship. But I think also when you lose in a Western or Eastern Conference, you understand.
Goodness.
Terrific.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Vince Carter on the wing. Here's Randolph. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Randolph's got 5.
Total collapse on defense there. You can't let a good shooter like him get a clear look at the basket from outside.
Here's Jean Charles. Grizzlies with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Randolph proving once again why he's one of the best rebounders in the league. He loves getting dirty on the glass.
And in his heyday, Zach Randolph averaged 20 points and 12 rebounds. And Stevie's getting up there in age, but still a player to reckon with.
Yeah, it's funny. His nickname, we call him first name 20, last name 10. That's for double.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Remember, you're my Pippen and you're my Jordan. Finish this game like they would.
More motion, more ball movement. That should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
Pass to Carter. Kicks it to Randolph. Young with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Again, the Magic score.
That's just all energy. Young really a pest on defense with his quick instincts.
Ennis kicks to Allen. Randolph sets a screen for Allen. Meeks with the steal. And again, Orlando running the court in transition. And there it is for him. He's got 11.
Man, just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Now here's Ennis, defended by Young. Now the pass to Randall. Fades, but he stays with it. Here's Allen. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Love how Allen hits the glass, just relentless in how he gets these rebounds.
Pass to John Charles. He dishes it to Vucevic. Outside, Green. Pass to Jean Charles. A shot missing. Some solid defense from Randolph.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Back to Allen. Outside, Randolph. The 8-footer. Allen's shot is off. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. From 15 feet away, here's Jean Charles. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Magic.
Well, you love to see your front court that really is so gifted with the ball. Great vision, court awareness. They have been a major part of the offensive flow in this game, and what a luxury to have bigs that can pass.
And he makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Memphis moving that ball around. Carter, the pass to Randall. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Randolph's got 7 now in this quarter.
Incredible. He was shooting the ball with good rhythm in the first quarter. Now he's just unconscious.
And Meeks kicks to Vucevic. Green inside the three-point line. Connects. The jumper drops. Green's got 5 now.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
Ennis dishes to Carter. It's tipped. It's stolen by Vucevic. To the middle. Poked loose. Jean-Charles passes to Young. And the relationship between a coach and his players, so critical, obviously, to a team's success. What qualities, Steve, in your mind, make a great coach?
Well, I think the coach, first of all, has to be a great X and O's, but then I think he has to have a great feel for different personalities. Then I think he has to build the right culture that fits everybody.
Mike Conley's checked in for Ennis. There's the pick. Now here's Conley. 5 points in the game. The feed to Randolph. Fades back, and that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. And 11 points for Zach Randolph.
He's been very decisive, very accurate shooting the basketball. Extremely productive quarter so far.
Wasted no time on that one.
It's too easy.
15 points for the Bulldozer.
He delivered that pass right on the spot to his teammate who was on the move.
Conley with it, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Down low, it's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Young, and again it's Orlando converting.
Really good shooting night for him, doing everything he can to help his team stretch this lead.
Conley against Young. Over in the corner, Gasol. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
Some changes for Memphis. White, he's checked in for Gasol. JaMychal Green comes in for Zach Randolph. And Parsons subbed in for Tony Allen. Orlando also making some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Green. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jody Meeks.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Well, that's how you bury an opponent when they're struggling. Don't ease up, just keep going hard.
Green, the screen. 5 to shoot. Conley into the lane. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And that's where Conley is most dangerous. Just amazing quickness on his way to the rack.
The dish to Vucevic. He kicks it to Young. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Well, he's doing what keeps them ahead, and he's been doing it all quarter, respecting the hot streak.
Here's Conley. 7 points in the game. Green with a screen for Conley. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Young with no one around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Parsons against Gordon. Parsons at... Oh!
Yes. Good. Wow, Parsons getting creative up there.
Augustine dishes to Young. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. It's tipped. And here comes Augustine late in the fast break. They get it back. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
A moment here to see some stats for Mike Conley. His last 10 games have been exceptional. Averaging...
So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Double-double already at the half. You think they're going to throw some different looks at you in the second to slow you down?
I figured they will, but I'll be...
Bring it in, guys. Hey, great work in the first half. Listen up. We have the...
Welcome back, folks. Pleased to have you with us tonight again here at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. The bulldozer has been sensational.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
He's played like a man possessed right now, and his team is thriving as a result.
And so in the game for the Magic, Jean Charles in at power forward. Young is out there with Jody Meeks. Then there's Green, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. Good on the second free throw.
Well, you know, Tony Allen's a defensive specialist, but shooting and offense has never been his strong suit. At times, teams leave him open, but he still can be an impact on your team.
That one's for you.
He's a terrific teammate and leader.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Now, here's Randolph. Defense right on him. Meeks with the steal. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Meeks got 13.
Unstoppable. He has got it on automatic out there.
And teams will dare Tony Allen to shoot the 3 in recent seasons. He shot respectively, Steve, from out there.
You know what? It's not his bread and butter, but he can knock on the jump shot every now and then. But what he does offensively, he cuts, he slashes, and he crashes the offensive glass for putbacks.
Jean Charles' shot is off, and there's the foul. It's on the bulldozer. That's foul number 2 for him. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Now Conley, 12 points for him. Gasol a screen. 6 to shoot. Conley the pass to Gasol. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Vucevic.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, his inconsistent shooting is a good place to start.
Yep, that one goes.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Memphis with the ball. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Well, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. Take a look at the bulldozer. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
He's been playing some very determined basketball here lately. It's showing in those rebounding numbers.
They get a hand on it. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Marc Gasol. Steve, I still remember when you went to Atlanta in that trade from Miami. Pretty much everyone agreed it was a heist. It was a steal for the Hawks. Do you think we see less lopsided trades these days?
Yeah, we do, Kevin. Reason why, because of the salary cap. You're trying to match money and money together. And I think right now, Kevin, you're starting to see, because of the contract situations, you want value for value. So they're not as lopsided as they used to be.
Green against Carter. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Shot to stop the run. And again, Memphis no good.
And that makes it 0 for 3 coming out of the half. Not what they wanted or were expecting.
Second shot opportunity. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at Orlando. They hold the first place spot in the conference, just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Cleveland, 3.5 back.
And I think for the Magic, they have performed above and beyond expectations thus far. As good as they've been, is it fair to wonder just how long they can keep this up?
That's the big question now, isn't it? And it won't take long to get an answer, because as we move into the heart of the season, this is when the true contenders start to separate themselves.
Gasol a screen. Conley against Young. Conley into the lane. Gasol. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And right around the 2016 All-Star break, Marc Gasol's season was cut short. Broke a bone in his right foot, had surgery, and Stevie was gone for the rest of the season.
That's a huge blow for the Grizzlies, because that's losing their best player. And a guy that's 7'1", he's done everything right, lost a lot of weight, but sometimes those 7-footers, they put a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a whole different ball game down low when this fella's lurking around. That was their 4th attempt of this half. They finally got one to go down.
And Young kicks to Meeks. Jean-Charles passes to Vucevic. To the middle. They kick it out to Green. To the paint. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got assist number 8 here in this one already.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us.
And looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Randolph a screen. Conley with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Conley kicks to Carter. And again, it's Marc Gasol. Gasol's got 10. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Mike Conley, the point guard, keeps a very stoic disposition on the court. He said so much of the game is mental, and that's one thing that I've always wanted to be good at. Never let your opponent see that you're in duress. So if I make a big game-time bucket or if I miss a shot, you'll see the same mannerisms. I move on to the next play. A real poker face, Kevin.
I like that attitude, D.A. Thank you. Dishes to Randolph. It's deflected. Young outside. He feeds it to Vucevic. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Good.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
That explains the gap on the scoreboard. Attacking offense against a defense that's far too relaxed.
Randolph can't hit.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Jean-Charles passes to Young. To the inside. And he jams it with authority.
He got right where he wanted to be, and at that point, no one was going to stop him from throwing it down.
Young against Conley. Feeds it to Carter. Passes it to Gasol. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And 12 points for Marc Gasol.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
They shot the lights out in the second half, knocking down open shots and contested shots.
Kicked by Randolph. Conley against Young. Gasol, a screen on Young. Conley with the 3. No good on that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Let's do this, Mike.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. Carter for 3. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Green. Jean-Charles passes to Vucevic. To the paint. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
James Ennis, he'll check in for Carter. And a switcher also for Orlando. Peyton, he's checked in for Jody Meeks.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Allen kicks to Gasol. Randolph a screen. Gasol dishes to Conley. And again, Memphis no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Kicks to Young. From deep.
Here's Jean-Charles. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
What a contribution at the line so far, going 10 for 10.
And how about the job he's done at the free throw line?
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Green, he's checked in for Randall. Chandler Parsons comes in for Allen. And Daniels subbed in for Mike Conley. Ross with the steal. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Ross leading the charge.
He has size, but the first step of Terrence Ross is what makes him so good on the drive.
Daniels passes to Parsons. And here's Ennis. Shot to end this cold run. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Nothing is falling for them right now. That could have been a huge bucket.
Some solid defense from Gasol.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
David Fizdale gets a chance to get the Memphis job. He's been Spoelstra's lead assistant for a while. His name has been floating around in the coaching ranks for a long time. Happy to see him get that job.
It's deflected, and he gets it back. Again, the miss by Gasol.
The defense knows he loves that in-between area and closed out fast.
Payton outside. Down low, Gasol with the steal. Daniels kicks to Parsons. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Parsons can be very tricky when he goes at a defender. Knows how to draw fouls.
And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Conley and Allen working once again together in the backcourt. Green is out there with Zach Randall. And it's Carter in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Green, the screen. Young against Conley. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Mike Conley Jr., I love him. He's one of those guys, very steady, very heady, does the right thing as far as running a team, being able to distribute the basketball, and can score when needed.
Ennis, he's checked in for Memphis. Troy Daniels comes in for Allen. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Offensive rebound, Levin. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
Second chance points can kill you. You must concentrate on the defensive glass.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Parsons is checked in. And Conley loves to attack off the pick and roll. At 6'1", Steve Conley isn't really an above-the-rim finisher.
No, he's not, but he can score at 3 levels, behind the 3, and he has a nice floater in the lane, and at times he'll pull up with a mid-range jump shot.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for the Bulldozer.
It was a big brand of defense he played around the basket, and guys were having all sorts of trouble getting shots over him. All his blocks ended up being a deciding factor in this win.
And Orlando making a change here. Ross is checked in. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ennis in the corner. This one for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Option 1, 2, and 3 is to shoot the 3 ball, and they are shooting them from everywhere.
The pass to Biyombo. Here's Jean-Charles. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge.
What's up, Steve?
This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post game
Welcome back,
show.
everybody. The Bulldozer.
Hey, this is Shaq. You were all over the floor tonight, scoring and rebounding. How happy are you with the way you guys battled inside?
Man, we were just out there doing what we were supposed to do, you know? I don't really think.
That's going to do it for...
Yo, Denver, what's your favorite food?
Burgers.
Burgers?